Now, what if I told you that that spinning masquerade you see there has nothing inside it? You would think I was crazy, right? Have a look again.
So they literally flip it upside down. There's nothing there. And I'm going to show you some more clips of this.
How can this be possible? How can a masquerade be dancing all by itself?
So we got Isaiah here, who's obsessed with demons. He loves demon stuff. Like if anything happens at all, it's because of demons. If there's a piece of paper on the floor that he doesn't know how it got there, demons did it. It's really interesting to hear him kind of talk about this ritual, kind of like a show sort of thing. And I've seen a couple different fundies talk about it, and it's really funny because they are just fully convinced that it is absolutely a real demon inside there, stuff like that. Anyway, it's not demons. They are vilifying them, of course, by saying they're actual demons, because that's just what they do. Any other cultures, it's demons, because they know about everything that exists. It's either their God doing it, or it's just demons. Anything they don't, that's anything else, is all demons. So we're going to get into it. I am Brently, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go.
Okay, what you're about to see is called Zangbeto, and it's the belief that demons appear inside of these
spirits. It's spirits.
I don't know, straw costumes and dance inside them. Some people believe it's their deceased relatives. The bottom line is this. I've watched tons of videos of this. These are demons. Okay, they make a little sacrifice. They kill a little chicken off on the side.
I want to see them do magic tricks next. I watched the card trick like 7 times. Demons, dude. There's no other way. How did he know that there was going to be a 7 of diamonds, dude? That's insane. What? Like, come on.
They put a mask on this thing, and literal demons go inside these things and dance around and make themselves known. A lot of times you're not going to see this stuff in America and a lot of parts of the world because the devil doesn't want to make himself known. This is a very rare thing that you're going to see.
He doesn't want to make himself known, but he just happens to show up for a festival in Africa where a bunch of people can show up and watch, and people are filming it and putting it on the internet, which is planet-wide. But the devil doesn't want to show anybody, like, you know.
But here's the bottom line reality. Some of you out there watching are going to see this for the first time and be shocked, but don't realize every single day you encounter people with demons. You can realize it. We're blind to the spiritual realm, but let's watch this. I'll break it down and we'll talk a little bit about it.
Blind on something, dude. But
is advised. It's not going to show anything graphic, but some people this might freak them out. Here we go.
It would freak you out if you get freaked out from magic tricks. Are you freaked out when the lady gets sawed in half? You know, that sort of thing.
Okay, so there it is dancing around, but I want you to notice we're in one frame. There's no cuts. There's no edits. Just focus on this thing here, dancing around. This is supposed to be a demon inside of that dancing, okay? So there you see dancing around. Lots of drumming, music, all part of the incantation.
All part of the incantation. Okay, dude.
Okay, so no cuts, no edits. This is taken probably on an iPhone. Now they're going to flip it over and you're going to see nobody's in it. And I've watched these videos over and over. I don't want to make a video on here that's false. These are spirits in here, guys. I'm telling you, just trust me. I'm going to show you some more footage here.
Trust me. It's actually a spirit, man. This is a real deal.
But just watch this. Okay, notice.
I have another video that I'm going to show that kind of like that explains a lot of this. Because it is an illusion, right? It's a cool one too, and I like it's really neat that it's got kind of like a ritualistic, African tribe like history to it and everything. It's part of the culture and everything like that. So it's like they're not going to come out and be like, oh yeah, here's how we do the trick and everything, right? But it is an illusion. There's other videos that show kind of like how they do some of it. But it's obviously there's a whole bunch of like areas to hide in this thing.
There's 2 guys.
And you see they kind of like ritualistically are like shaking the thing, right? To be like, okay, ready for this one?
Now watch, they're going to flip it over here.
And it's you notice how like with magic and illusionists and stuff, like they never just do the thing. It's never just like you can just see it outright, right? There's always a blanket, there's always a box, right? There's always some kind of something. And then they always hold their hands weird. Like there's just so much weird going on because they can't just do the thing. It's not like Stephen Strange shows up and then just starts making a magic circle thing, right? Like it's never like that. There's always some like thing to block the visuals and everything, especially when you have something like this. Like there's just so much going on here. Right? It's like a blanket. You know how they have like those magic sheets or whatever. It's like that, but even more so because like you can kind of like hide in between these things.
Magic. And this room is Saldivar.
Okay, took the first one off, taking the second one off, taking the third one and the fourth one.
And
nothing in there.
Stop it.
and then they,
Nothing in there. They did kill a chicken earlier. I think that might be what's in there. But they put like a little
what
sacrifice
did
in
he just
there.
what? They did just kill a chicken. I think that's what they put in there. Are you maybe that's part of the ritual. It just sounded weird to say that.
Okay, clearly there's nobody in there.
Clearly,
this video
yeah,
continues.
there's no possible anywhere for a human to be just anywhere at all in this thing at all. It is just completely empty. It's like, there's no possible. Come on, man.
He's on just 20 minutes.
Why did they leave the bottom one on then, man? Like this is the type of stuff that like they just don't ask. Like, you know what I mean? They never ask questions. It's amazing.
Of these things dancing around. Very, very bizarre. Okay. Look at this. Let me keep going. There they are dancing around here. Huge idols on top here. Bunch of them. So the drums have a lot to do with it. They're invoking these demons. Okay, they're invoking these spirits.
As the event proceeded with different displays and presentations, I was still on the lookout for the floating spirit. I had heard his name was called Zang Beto, and it's believed to be the spirit of dead relatives. Among voodoo worshippers, the dead are thought to walk among
So
the living.
it's not that it's dead relatives itself. It's a spirit of dead relatives. Okay.
So these are those demons that go inside of here. And again, I want to make the point.
This is the Hulk one. They have different themes, right? You know, and this one's the Hulk version there.
This is bizarre to some of you, and it is crazy. It is bizarre because it's all on video, but you guys walk around people every day. You might be watching this video that have demons living inside of you or inside of other people and don't even realize it. So this is
just living inside there, right? You know, just doing their thing, man. They're just sitting there watching the TV inside your head, too.
Bring it out to the open. And we get shocked. Whoa. But you've met thousands of people probably in your life that have demons. Yet our Bible, if you're a Christian, teaches us to cast them out. Mark 16:17, these signs shall follow them that believe in my name. They shall cast their demons. I have a book coming out in November. Pre-order it now in the description.
You're not walking around just like, hey, you know what? I kind of feel like you might have a demon, and then just start casting demons out of strangers at Starbucks. You're not following the Bible. That's how that goes.
Description that teaches you how to cast their demons in Jesus' name. The devil hates being exposed and showing himself, but here we are.
Honestly, if I were thinking the way that he thinks about the devil, and the devil's like trying to do stuff, a monster that's always running around exposing himself, maybe with like a trench coat, you know, just exposing everything. That sounds like that's pretty devilly, right? That's like something the devil would do.
Here, big conference type thing. You hear those same drums
It
all
was
the
time
time.
for the final performance.
You hear those same drums all the time? Because I remember hearing a lot about certain drums conjuring up demons from Africa, right? Which is just kind of racist. Vilified even bongos and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, but that's it right there.
It was a celebration with drums and lots of dancing and displays.
Yeah, just
very eerie. And if you guys are like, well,
that's very, very eerie. It is. So I am terrified right now. Are you guys scared? I am. So this is very eerie, very eerie.
I get a demon from watching this? No, you can get a demon from sinning, not from watching a video like this, but it is just very eerie.
You guys check it out.
I love that he has to answer that question. He's like, no, you cannot get a demon from watching this, everybody. You just school. Like I checked the demons and I was like, can you get in my brain from me watching a video with y'all in it? And they were like, no, we can't travel through videos. You have to be sinning. And then we can. As long as if you're sinning, don't watch this video. Okay, because then they can get you.
That is the masquerade, but that's what we're waiting for a very long time. It's almost here now.
Whoa. It's
Now,
spinning.
what if I told you that spinning masquerade you see there has nothing inside it? You would think I was crazy, right? Have a look again.
You can literally see it. It's like, it's funny because like they roll it over almost like a magician like moves his hands. Like it's just moves over very weird, right? And it's like they have to like flip it in this like rolly kind of way, right? And you can see how it. I don't know. Watch it one more time. Watch.
Now, what if I told you that
You can
spinning
go
masquerade
off
you
to the
see there
side
has
and
nothing
then roll
inside
with
it?
it.
You would think I was crazy, right? Have a look again.
You see it like lay down,
So they literally
and
flip
then they can roll around with it a little bit.
it upside down. There's nothing there. And I'm going to show you some more clips of this.
This is
How can
so
this
easy
be possible?
to-
How can a masquerade be dancing all by itself?
Somebody's in there.
You literally, somebody's in there. As somebody that's trained like how to do this, and they've been doing this ritual for forever, right? So it makes sense that they would be really good at it. This is something they do every single year, and it's really important to them in the culture and everything. So like they take it very seriously, right?
Shake it. 1, 2, 3, and they turn it. No one was in there. You know,
Yeah, it's like, and then they sawed the lady in half, and she was still in there. The saw went right through her, man. It's like,
this is the beauty of voodoo to me. I mean, I don't know. People might say it's a trick.
yeah, people might say that. Yeah, they would say that.
And that is the reality of the spiritual realm, is it transcends the laws of physics. But it is very real.
It shows how Africans are powerful, and we have to use it in the right way. You know, we just don't have to be scared of our own culture and history.
Those who practice voodoo believe that there is a visible
Whoa.
and an invisible world.
There's plenty of room for a small person to hide in there.
I watched a Christian documentary once, and there was a guy in a village that would do voodoo, and he would cut himself open, basically kill himself. They would bury him for 3 days, then he'd rise from the dead. He had so much voodoo power, so much demonic power to mock Jesus. After 3 days, he would raise himself from the dead with his demonic. Well, the devil would raise him, but
You know, it was an homage, man. What if it was an homage, right? What if he's like, and just like that other super cool magical person that I actually really like, I actually would like to be very much like that man. So I'm going to kill myself and then raise after 3 days. And then, of course, again, he thinks this is real. He's like, yeah, and that guy, he really did that. He totally did die and was buried and then rose again after 3 days, right?
just demonic power.
Man,
These
this guy
stories
is
are no joke.
nutty.
They are serious, and it's real. And just as much as you go, oh,
it's real. It's real. It's real.
that's just in Africa. There's probably more demonic stuff in the U.S. than there is in Africa. We're just blind to
Them
it.
is it.
Turn it upside down. Okay, so same cut, boom, nothing in there.
See, look,
Literally nothing in there, guys. Completely empty.
yeah, no possible way that anything could possibly be in there. It's just nothing. It's just no place to hide at all.
So they asked this guy what's in there. So the guy's like tripping. He's walking. He's like, "What is in there?" And then listen to what he says.
By the way, camera's rolling. I know you can't answer it, but I just have to ask. What is in Zambito?
Sanguito.
Yeah, what's in it?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what's in it? You know, it's real windy. Let's go.
And you can see it kind of smiling, right? Like he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, Santa Claus, dude. Like Santa did it. Okay, I didn't leave those presents. Santa left those presents. Okay, that's
Way, and then we could walk to the beach.
He's asking what's
I
in it.
left my little thing for
No, me.
What's this Zambito?
How can I? It is a spirit. You know, they open it in front of you.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see anything inside?
No.
It's a spirit that operates in front of you. How many of you guys know you have friends and family that a spirit operates in front of you?
why is he smiling so much then, dude? Like it's
When they're manifesting, when they're doing their thing, when they're acting crazy, when they're lashing out, when that spirit takes over them, It's manifesting. We are blind to it. We need to open our eyes to this. It's happening all around us. People need help all around us.
It just always happens to look super fake. And the people that are pretending to be exorcised look ridiculous. It just happens to look so silly that they hide behind that silliness, I guess. And that's why nobody believes, you know?
He's saying right here, it's a spirit.
Even upon the thing is still moving, the mask is still moving, dancing. So, and why do people even open Zangbeto's mask? It's because most people think that there is somebody inside moving the mask.
So he's saying, why do we even flip it over? Because people think there's someone in there.
This dude is trying not to break down laughing, man.
They want to show there's nobody in there.
And dancing with it. Some even go to the...
But I hear something talking in there sometimes. Like I hear it speaking.
Yeah. You know, when spirits want to talk to human beings,
they talk all the time, man. You never had a conversation with Casper, dude? He's actually quite friendly. It's kind of odd. You wouldn't think spirits would be that friendly, and then you meet Casper, and you're like, all right, he's kind of a friendly ghost or something.
They must speak human beings' language.
Okay, there you go.
So they try. Though the language is not totally natural like human beings, it anyway looks like humans. That's it. So they talk. But since they talk and people see them dancing, sometimes people say that, oh, I see the leg.
Yeah, I see the leg. Yeah, I see all something
okay.
there.
So
there.
They say, okay. So there's open now the thing. They open it. You see nothing is inside. The thing is open, but the thing start dancing again.
So that is the reality of the invisible realm. Here's the reality. Here's the bottom line. This is not just happening in Africa. This is happening all around us. There are people all around you.
There's like these little tents of these like cousin it tents thing just all around. You just don't know it. You just don't see them. There's these little cousin it things just flipping and just all over the streets and every constant accidents. You know, it's just crazy.
That have demons operating through them, living in them, and the only one that can help them is Jesus. Show people the devil is real.
Trying to show people that the magical being from mythologies is real. He's real. So it's probably Hades. I don't know. All right. Maybe unicorns too. I don't know. I just, but we're starting with the devil and then let's work our way out from there. But yeah.
And he doesn't want people to know he's real, and we can fight against him. We can overcome him. Let me know what you think down below in the comments.
You sure that's not God? God doesn't want people to know he's real? Is that because that one seems to be the one that's nobody, that really doesn't provide any evidence for its existence, even though it seems to want people to believe in its existence. Anyway.
Watch so many of these videos and watch over and over again, and then flip the thing, and there'll be nobody in there. They're invoking spirits. It's what the drumming sports, with them killing chickens.
It's like toddlers, dude. They have like no critical thinking at all. They're like, I saw him, like, the magician moved the blanket and the lady wasn't in the box anymore. It's the magic. There's demons, right? Chris Angel, more like Chris Fallen Angel. You know what I'm talking about there? All right, so let's take a look now at the other video. I have like kind of an explanation sort of thing here. It's not completely like 100% whatever, like, oh, this is how they do it. But it kind of shows it a little bit more clearly, right? See, you can see more of it flipping.
First of all, we see that despite plant fibers uniting the compo, rules prohibit us from asking who is inside the compo. Our curiosity remains significant, providing clues that the spirit inside seems to hold the stick from the cone above its head with both hands, explaining its specific form. We also observe that when the combo walks and the stick tilts to one side, the spirit is observing in the opposite direction. When the combo thrusts its stick into the ground, this sequence allows us to see that the base of the cone is used as if it were a rotating rudder. Additionally, it is also possible to distinguish two legs moving in a circle.
See, when you slow it down, you could see what they've got. They wear like a thing that I think is covered in all of this stuff, right? So it's really hard to visually distinguish them like from the outer thing or whatever,
Initiating a dance that will gradually become faster.
It was pretty cool.
For For African communities, dance is not only a form of artistic expression, but also an integral part of their culture, and some are so complex that they are considered impossible to imitate. This is evident in the case of the Zodli dance, where the dancer can perform movements so rapidly that it creates...
Yeah, they can't. It's because of demons. Those are demons that are grabbing their legs right now. These demons. That's how they're able to move like that. That's impossible. I don't know if you know it, but that's impossible. So
creates the illusion of being suspended in the air, while their legs move extremely quickly. Other dances also demonstrate how the skill of a dancer can make movements appear impossible to replicate. Nevertheless, years of practice and dedication transform the body to produce specific effects that may not have the same consequences for someone who has not devoted a similar commitment to developing their skills throughout most of their lives.
It's pretty awesome.
Therefore,
so there you can see it's definitely not a demon. You know, there's definitely ways to do some sleight of hand type of illusion. Not sleight of hand, sleight of body. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Sleight of body illusions that they can clearly do with everything they got going on there. It's really cool. It's really interesting. I find it fascinating.